Assalamu alaikum. My name is Nakibullah, and I welcome you all to another episode of the Expert's View. I'm your host, Nakibullah, and today we have a very special guest with us, Professor Nasimullah Bhutta. He is an educationist, researcher, author, and mentor who has dedicated his life to shaping the future of education. Today, we will explore in his journey in his about his insights, his vision for learning. Professor Bhuta, it's an honor for me to have you on the show. Welcome and assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. So nice of you. You have me on this podcast. It's a great honor as well for me.
Thank you so much for your time. This is our uh, podcast, and we call it the Experts View. We often call some people of great qualities, and they become my guests, and we then explore his knowledge, and we learn a lot of things from them. Sir, my first question is, before we move towards the other questions, I would love to know more about you, and the audience would love to know more about you. Could you please give us some introduction of yours?
Yes, it's a great thing. I belong to the city of wrestlers and foodie peoples, and they are quite generous from Gujranwala. I mean to say, it is one of
Um,
the industrial cities of Pakistan, and we have here are great people. They are you can say contributing their society great,
hmm.
and
Okay, thank you.
I,
Jhelum
yes.
is quite famous. Sir, could you please share um, some info about your educational journey?
Yes, sir. One thing that I'm from Gujranwala. Gujranwala. That's not Chelem. I'm
Okay,
from
right.
Gujranwala. My journey is quite, you can say that up to
Apology.
me is quite
Hmm.
fantastic. Yes, it's quite fantastic to me. Uh, I got admission in primary to high school. I would like to discuss my high school life. That is a little bit more exciting. Uh, at the very beginning in eighth class I was selected with eight other people who are going to you can say take their exams in our school. There were two type of exams. One is school based, one is board based exam. It was optional that the students can go for the board exam. We were selected for the board exam, and I stood third in my class. It was first thing that I you can say have an honor, and first the student got you can say the prize, but rest two was appreciated. It was a great time for me. And in ninth class, I have great teachers with me throughout my life. Throughout my life, they contributed. They are the wonderful mentors. They instill such kind of things that make one's life wonderful. uh, I was in exam, school exam. I handed over my paper to my teacher, and at the same moment, I realized that a question of 3 marks I couldn't attempt. I asked my teacher, "Okay, sir, please give it to back me." He refused. He is my you can say favorite teacher, but at that moment I was feeling sometime very different, something very different. Why he is not handing it back to me? But it you can say it was a learning for me. In rest of my life, whenever I was in exam, I take great care of the questions. As I either there is any question who is which is going to be left in final exam. uh, there we are competitors, you can say 10 to 12 students. One of students who is in Canada nowadays. सर सर एक्सक्यूज मी सर, बैटरी का मसला हुआ है, मैं जरा कनेक्ट कर लूँ दोबारा। नकीबुल्ला भाई, नकीबुल्ला भाई, हेलो।
I can hear you, sir. Yes, you can connect your laptop. We are live on Facebook
ओके,
now.
ओके सर, जस्ट वन
Sure.
मिनट।
We are having Simula Bhutta with us. He's MPhil in linguistics, and he's great teacher, researcher, and educationist. He's also teacher educator. Today we have invited him to join our podcast, and he is definitely one of the amazing personalities I have ever known. So we are getting his insights on different topics. He will also share his experiences as an IEL teacher because he has been training IELTS students. So he will also share the challenges IELTS students face in Pakistan, and he will also give his insight on IELTS as well. So we are having him back. So this is yes, welcome back, Nasimullah Saab. Okay, could you please unmute? Can you please unmute yourself?
Yes, sir. Sorry
Okay.
this interruption. Uh,
No, no, it's
I
okay.
was thinking that it was okay, but battery was low. Okay, sir. I was. Can I go for it? Where I
Yes, yes, yes,
dropped my
please.
idea?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
please.
that's right. And it was that my teacher didn't handed my paper back, and I repented over that. And after that, in every exam, I took great care of such kind of things.
Hmm.
In the matriculation exam, when you can see the I attempted all questions. My competitor, that was a wonderful student, Mujibullah, he's in Canada, and he, you can say, the missed one question from Urdu paper. Just like comprehension questions from one passage is over given, and we have to write down the answer of the questions. And when the result was there, I scored 738 from 850, and he 723,
Hmm.
a minor
Hmm.
difference.
Yeah.
My teacher didn't handed me my paper, and I learned a lesson.
Hmm.
One short, you can say 1 minute more. One of my teachers asked me after Zohar prayer. His name is Sadiq Muhammad Sadiq Man. May Allah shower His blessings on his grave.
Amen.
He asked me, did you ever think to be a position holder in exam, either in your school or in board? My response was quite that I didn't. I haven't. You can say thought at such kind of things. After 1 or 2 days, I asked my teacher, "Sir, did you make a joke with me, or it is a realistic thing that you are asking me?" He make a point. He made a point at that moment that he expecting me that I can do wonders. After that day, my thinking process changed. I started another way. I love that teacher and all my teachers. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
thank you so much. Nasimullah Saab, you have been an amazing trainer, teacher, educator. So, sir, what are the strategies that can impact our teachers' training workshops?
Yes, sir. I think in our teacher training workshop, there should be some specific goals that we have to set, because our, you can say, the routine trainings are centered on the result of the
Yeah,
students. They are focusing, and they are focusing how we can get our students maximum marks. So can we put on the board and get a fame, and more admissions will be over there.
yeah,
But it is not a good thing, I think. In this scenario, in the present era, we should have something special. We make certain specific goals for our trainings. I think our training should be student centered, not, you can say, teacher centered.
okay.
And there should be certain models for the student centers.
Mm,
And one thing more, need analysis is very
yeah,
important.
very true.
Need analysis.
Mm,
What the great students need what thing to
mm,
learn, and if we set prior to this our outcomes, and we can check whether after the, you can say, session we meet those outcomes or not. If there are some you can say deficiency, we can certain amendments we can do that. And you can say there may be certain engaging things, ways to engage participants in their
Mm.
trainings, so that they can you can apply such kind of things in their own classrooms. And this is tech era. Our you can say trains should be equipped with you can say latest training
Yeah.
tools, so that can it minimize the burden of the
Mm.
teacher, and he or she can do well in his classroom.
Okay, thank you so much. Simla Sab, we know that you have been teaching English to different classes, including IL students. You have been using some apps, some applications like Kahoot and Padlets and Jamboard. Could you please just highlight your experience using these apps?
Yes, I have learned these apps, using these apps from my first workshop with Dr.
Mm.
Andy. He is from America. I love to you can say tribute to U.S. Embassy, Rilo, Pakistan, that made me a chance that I can learn such kind of things. It was my first time in Lahore. You can say that I have learned how to use Kahoot in classroom.
Mm.
We were forced to present this concept, and I was the first one to introduce, and it was a new experience for me. And it's very important for the learners and the students, because it makes the students physically and mentally present in the
Mm.
classroom. It's just like games. Students are used to you can play games. uh, just like games, there are certain scores after every you can say right answer. There are scores placed on the screen, and there are certain emojis even that we can make certain groups for the competition over there in that you can say add certain videos to highlight the concept. We can certain add certain
Mm.
images, and one thing is more important than one teacher can add this to you can say whole his community
Right.
whenever he likes to. In this way, it's a one way of cascading towards what one has learned. And if there's a Jamboard, or you can see the Ad Puzzle is a wonderful app. We can use videos, and we can pause them at certain positions and get the questions over there, and students can respond that questions. So make the student present, ever present. These things are wonderful to make them learn the real things what they are going to
Okay, the
learn.
Simla Sab, Kahoot. So far, Kahoot is concerned, is it used for English language proficiency only?
May you, I couldn't get the point, please.
Can Kahoot, the app Kahoot, can it be used for
Yes.
other subjects, or is it only used for English language?
No, no, it is can be adapted to all subjects. It is up to the teachers how they can use it,
Hmm.
how they can use it. Because I am an English
Hmm.
teacher, I use it for my own subject.
Okay, fine. So, could you please just say a few words more about how to install it, so our audience will learn more about Kahoot and installing it?
Uh, this is another app. I didn't use that app that you are
No, I'm
mentioning here.
talking about Kahoot. Can Kahoot be installed through Play Store?
Oh, yes, you can. Yeah, Play Store. It can be installed through Play Store, but it can you can just go through on browser. You can sign up first.
Hmm.
You can sign up it first, then you can join it, log in after that. It is quite
Okay,
simple.
right.
It's quite simple.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Just it is child play.
Okay, thank you. Professor Nasimullah Saab, you have been involved in teaching IELTS students. You have
Yes.
a vast experience teaching IELTS. Could you please share the challenges faced by IELTS students in Pakistan?
Yes, number of challenges. So we have four modules in IELTS. The first module is just like listening.
Hmm.
Students face problems because of pronunciation and connected speech. You can see the rules.
Okay,
We are taught in a scenario, not of all of the students, but most of the students who are in remote areas, they learn not English but English in this way,
right.
with a different pronunciation. And when the narrator, you can say the say something, they cannot get what they are listening
Okay.
appropriately. We can overcome this problem by keep on listening time and again. But one thing that is one thing more, the you can narrators use synonyms
Mm,
instead of using direct words from the
mm.
questions. They use synonyms. The expectations of the participants may be the exact word there be, but they used to add roundabout words or synonyms. So if the students are quite serious, they can focus listening, keywords, and overall meaning rather than the you can say the single word meaning, and keep on listening. After a few, you can say days, you can improve.
Okay, right. Thank you so much for the insight. We often have listening issues in Pakistan. Most of the teachers, students face, particularly when we listen to any native speaker. So the words, we don't catch up the word perfectly. What advice do you
Yes.
give to students and teachers facing listening issues?
Yes, because it is one of the more you can say you can burning problems for
Yeah,
us. Most of the time, our teaching pattern is quite different. We start writing in our schools. We start from writing,
yeah. That is the
and
last stage.
listening is input. Yes, we need input, but we focus on the output. This is quite reverse order. How can we
Perfect.
can do
Good
it?
point.
If, if the input is perfect, make the students listen. All the even English teachers speak Urdu. They use grammar translation
Yeah,
method, and they expect the students to speak just like natives. How can be
yeah.
possible? So from the teacher's end, it must be, you can say in English, and they speak just like English. And there are certain things we can do it. For example, advanced learning, Oxford Advanced Learning Dictionary, there are resource. There are 3,000 words. They are, you can say they, we can learn their
Yeah.
pronunciation. There's a mic click, we can master that sound over there. If we like to do it, it's not a big task,
Mm,
but we start from the very beginning. We should start from the scratch. So if we keep on listening native speakers rather than local speakers, we can improve our listening time and again. And if we keep watching some dramas or
mm.
movies that of our own interest, we can get the most of the things all the time. At the very beginning, we can use captions.
Right.
At the very beginning, we can use captions. It will improve our, you can say, this habit.
Okay, right. Simla Sab, how important is using technology in teaching, particularly in English language teaching?
It's very important because it's a tech era. Every student is well versed. I should say maybe students are advanced in using technology as compared
Mm,
us as teachers. They cannot stay away from the teacher. You can say that kind of techniques. AI, or you can say different technologies, must be integrated in classroom with great
mm,
cautious, with great care. So it means we have to plan something first. We analyze the needs of the
yeah,
students, what we want to give them, and how we want to deliver them. It matters a lot. And these techniques or technologies are supportive for teachers even. They can generate their tests in a wonderful way. Even you can say they, if one teacher can has not prepared his quiz, he can create in his own classroom at that moment. For example, if I give ChatGPT 20 prepositions to make, you can say, a sentence with blanks and with four options, within 2 minutes, my test will be prepared over
yeah.
there. So teachers should facilitate themselves because it will lessen their burden and they will perform in a
Right.
better way. And if we keep on doing such kind of traditional things, students will, you can say, will not take interest in their studies.
Fine. Okay, and Simla Sab, just a couple of minutes before, I asked you one question about teacher training. You said that for every training, it is quite important to go for need analysis first. Could
Yes,
you
yes,
please
yes.
highlight what are the processes that we can uh, perform need analysis? What are the activities that we can do to have need analysis before we start any training?
Yes, it is quite simple. Very simple techniques. Surveys can be used.
Hmm.
Prior tests can be assessments. Prior assessment before we you can say dealing the class on a certain topic, we can give some
Right.
assessments, certain
Hmm.
assessments, so we can get the idea where the students are at the right
Right.
position. In this way we can best the idea, and in this way we can get the ideas. Some of the students are more, you can say, the appropriate with their concepts. They have strong concepts, and a few ones maybe lack in their you can say the concepts. We can categorize the students, we can help the students in a better way if we had need analysis surveys before our time, so that we can go for our lessons or something else.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. And Simla Sab, you mentioned one very good point that, and that is our fault. We start getting output before we give input to our students. We start from
Yeah.
writing. That is quite amazing and surprising. Could you please just tell me what activity should be started first in the class? What skill should be our focused in lower classes in English language?
I think there should teachers have to decide over there. Before you can say the teacher is a guide, a leader in the
Hmm.
classroom, and he or she can think what is the requirement for the students. I think from the first of all, we should make students familiar with us,
Hmm.
give them space,
Right. No, I would
make them
I
familiar
would
with
just repeat my question. We have four basic skills: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Which should be prioritized first?
I think listening should be
Okay.
prioritized, because two, you can say the our input, listening and
Yeah.
reading, we could not, you can say the skip them. Just like it is natural when you can say baby comes in this world, what he or she does
Hmm.
she or he or she listens lot, listen and keep on listening. A few years back we have to ask him or her, please stop, do not talk, please hold for a moment. So we start with the
Hmm.
listening, that's very important.
And then we move on towards speaking.
uh, the outcome of listening is automatically
Right.
speaking.
Okay. So for speaking, listening is very important.
Very important.
Okay, one more question, Simla sir. We have been observing that many teachers, after doing MA linguistics or even MS in linguistics, MPhil, they face issues in speaking. They don't have including pronunciation. They have pronunciation issues, speaking issues, particularly in countries like Pakistan. What is the main issue behind it? Why don't we correct our pronunciation and why can't we improve our speaking?
Yes. Man's byproduct of his environment.
Hmm.
If he or she has no environment of speaking, just like natives, how can he or she can do it? Even one tries in his surroundings, people even make try to make his or her fun,
Hmm.
so it demotivates such kind of people. But if we have no, you can say the no person to talk about in English, we can do with certain apps. We can learn AI. That's another app that you can use. It will respond to you properly and make correction for you. And there are a few, you can say the some sites that there are certain text that in one box, and we have to narrate that text. And if there is a, you can say the pronunciation is wrong, that words are highlighted in another color, and after that we have a chance to improve that. In this way we can improve. The reason why they are unable to communicate properly, that's the hesitation, reluctance, and hesitation is a white ant for our abilities.
Mm.
So they come up and use it.
Okay, and Simla Sab, one more question. Uh, English is definitely a language. It's not a subject. But in our schools, we
Okay.
often observe that it is taught like it is a subject. Why is that happening in
Yes.
Pakistan?
It's a very sad story. They, you can say, the people who are responsible to generate
Mm.
curriculum, they are expecting something
Mm.
different. They are giving us something different and expecting something different. One thing, sir, I would like to share with you. There, you can say, in second year classes, there is a novel that's Goodbye, Mr. Chips,
Mm.
and that's a wonderful. You can say the novel, and when people say on Facebook pages and in conversations that there should be a topic for our Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. No doubt, our Holy Prophet should be in our lives.
Yes.
But if you like to do something different, if you like to do something different, if we adopt Holy Prophet, we should do in our daily life, in every act.
Mm.
But if you like to learn some English literature, that's quite different. In this way, people condemn and they cannot get the idea. Our subjects, first thing that I would like to highlight again, that our outcomes should be clear, our goals should be
Yeah.
smart. From this book, you can say that from English books from 1 to 9, or you can say the upper grades, what our high ups want to get from
Mm.
that, if they are focusing on communication, they are failed. If they are getting raw and memorization, they are
Mm.
succeeded. We, you can change our thinking to make certain, you can say, objectives clear.
Okay, good. One thing more we have been observing, there are no listening skill activities mentioned in our books, and there are no supporting materials for improving listening activities. You mentioned earlier that the first and foremost thing is to work on listening, but in our books there is no activity mentioned for listening.
Yes, but certain institutions are, you can say, doing such kind of things right now. For instance, I would like to mention Punjab Group of Colleges. They are doing wonderful things like that. They have arranged their video lectures, and there are certain activities for example, they have activity for short questions. If they have to listen the lecture, there the lecturer is over
Mm.
there and he will discuss each and every point. For science subjects, there are such kind of 3D, you can see the videos over there. There are, you can say, the backdrop, there are certain information playing. And you can say a few institutions are doing great in this respect. I hope that in upcoming syllabus we will have such kind of listening activities as well, because I hear that Punjab board is going to change
Mm.
syllabus, and I think they will manage it, because long time ago they designed the syllabus for the students. Now they are going to change. I think expect they will add such kind of things related to listening, reading, and writing. They may give some certain prompts over there so that we can do certain
Yeah,
things.
it must be updated. Okay, right. Does English efficiency affect career growth or career development?
Repeat it, sir.
English efficiency, does it have any
Yes.
work to do with career development or career growth? Does it have any impact?
Yes, it is very important for marketing, even then, from every aspect of our
Mm.
life. If we are well versed and we can communicate well, that's wonderful. We can, yeah, you can say, get the market over there. For, in every sector, in every aspect of life, we cannot ignore this aspect, and I think it is the most ignored area of our, you can see, the participants and students and teachers in education. Even
Mm.
someone is going for interview,
Yeah.
team is over there,
Mm.
team is over there. If he is unable to communicate what is in his mind, he cannot get anything.
Okay.
So in you can say the everyday life, you get people are earning much more who are more good communicators in every field.
Right.
So communication, you can say should be strong, meaningful, and interactive. I think in this way, it plays a vital role in our lives.
Okay, right.
English can do even business. You can do entrepreneurship through this language. It's you can say a wonderful thing that we have to do because it is a window for you can say from whole the you can say the word. It's one window that we can use it. Why not to go for it?
Hmm. Okay, right. Thank you so much for your time, Nisimula Saab. And now I have my last question, and that
Okay,
is, what advice do you have for aspiring educators?
that's great. I think teacher is a doctor of mind.
Hmm.
Teacher is a doctor of mind. He or should penetrate into minds of the students. Why I say this? Because I experience a few things in my classrooms. And for example, I go to one thing. One of the students in summer session, his name is Ibrahim. He was well dressed, handsome, good concepts of every subject. But whenever I crack a joke in my classroom, he never ever moved. His gesture didn't
Hmm.
change. I asked him outside the classroom, Ibrahim, you do not laugh. Is there any problem? Do you like to laugh? You can see. He said, yes, sir. Sometimes I like to laugh, but I do not.
Hmm.
Why? I don't know. I asked about his father. He is a factory owner. I tried to communicate with him, you can say without interrupting his schedules in classroom, and I assigned two students to go with him in ground while break. And after 1 year, he was one of the players of our football team, and he did well. One more thing, one of the students, quite shy in
Hmm.
classroom, he wear masks all the time, quite healthy young man. I asked him why you wear mask in the classroom. He said that I feel ashamed to unmask myself from the students. I make him see out of the class. He requested me, please sir, do not do it. I make him to clear the whiteboard on daily basis, and it repeatedly interacted with him. One day I was going to my classroom. He was running in the corridor. Sir, 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 sir. I asked him what Qasim, what has it? Sir, look at me, look at me. I said, nothing is special. What is the problem with you? He said, no mask, sir, no mask. It was a pleasant feeling for me.
Okay, great.
So, if the teachers are, you can say, well aware of the thing, we can say education is the most powerful weapon which we can use to change our
Yeah.
world. As teachers, we do not just teach English, we open minds. Do not teach English, we open minds, shape future, and create possibilities for the students.
Oh, that's amazing. So that was a great discussion with you. I am quite pleased, and you also quoted what was said by Nelson Mandela. Yes, that is one of the biggest weapon in the world today, education, particularly for countries like Pakistan and the neighboring countries. Thank you so much, Nasimullah Saab. It was pleasure having you on board, and your conversation was quite fruitful. We got many ideas from you, from training to using different apps, mobile apps and window apps. That was quite interesting, and it added much to our knowledge and information. Thank you, sir. And inshallah, we will
Thank you.
have you for some other podcasts in the future soon. Thank you and take
Thank
care.
you.
Have a good day. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome.